welcome back to my video. In this video, I want to tell you about adverb, adverbial phrase, adverbial clause. So yeah, what are you waiting for? Let me start the material. Hello everyone, how are you today? I hope you stay healthy. First, I want to introduce myself. My name is Wayan Darmayanti, and I'm from class A1 Denpasar, major in English Language Education Department, Hindu State University of Igusti Bagus Griwo Denpasar on the 3rd semester. So guys, like I said before, in this video, we'll talk about 3 subtopics. The first one is adverb, the second one is adverbial phrase, and the last one is adverbial clause. So yeah, what are you waiting for? Let's continue to the first subtopic. Okay guys, the first subtopic is adverb. Definition. An adverb is a part of speech. Adverb describe verb and modify adjective and other adverbs. Adverbs, unlike adjective, do not modify nouns. Adverbs can also modify phrases, clauses, and sentences. Adverbs answer one of the following questions: when, where, why, how, under what conditions, and to what extent. So now, please look at the example. The teacher had to speak loudly to be heard over the children. Loudly modifiers the verb speak. You guys can also read the other's example. So now let's continue to the types of adverbs. There are 7 types of adverbs, such as the first one is adverbs of time. An adverbs of time answers the question when. Adverbs of time include after, always, before, during, early, later, never, now, often, rarely, recently, sometimes, soon, then, today, tomorrow, usually, yesterday, etc. For the example, John will attend the soccer game after he finishes his homework. After answers the question, when will John attend the soccer games? The second one is adverb of manner. An adverb of manner answers the question how. Adverbs of manner include badly, beautifully, better, briefly, cheerfully, fast, hard, quickly, slowly, inadequately, healthily, well, etc. For the example, Sarah slowly walked over the rocky beach. Slowly answer the question, how did Sarah walk? The third one is adverb of place. An adverb of place answers the question where. Adverb of place include above, away, below, down, here, inside, near, outside, there, up, etc. For the example, Susan placed the boxes above the file cabinet. Above answers the question, where did Susan place the boxes? So now let's continue to the adverb of degree. An adverb of degree answers the question how much. It describes the strength intensity at which something happens. Adverbs of degree include almost, completely, enough, entirely, extremely, hardly, just, little, much, nearly, quiet, rather, very, too, etc. For example, John worked very hard to complete his part of the project. Very answers the question, how hard did John work? So guys, now let's continue to the adverb of frequency. An adverb of frequency answers the question how often. Adverb of frequency include always, never, usually, frequently, occasionally, rarely, seldom, sometimes, etc. For the example, Bob always forgets to check his email before class begins. Always answer the question how often does Bob forget to check his email? Next, interrogative adverbs. An interrogative adverb introduces a question. Interrogative adverbs are usually placed at the beginning of the sentence. Interrogative adverbs include how, when, why, and where. For the example, when will John plan a trip for Atlanta? So guys, now let's continue to the last types of adverbs. Conjunctive adverbs. Conjunctive adverbs serve as transitional words, joining and relating dependent clauses. Conjunctive adverbs include accordingly, also, alternatively, certainly, consequently, finally, nevertheless, moreover, previously, therefore, etc. For the example, we plan to leave early in the morning, therefore, we will go to bed early. So now let's continue to the forming adverbs, adding "ly" to the end. Many adverbs are formed by adding "ly" to an adjective. Example, clear, to clearly, hard, to hardly. Irregular adverbs. Some adverbs do not use the "ly" ending. These adverbs do not have a particular form. Following is a list of some of the most common regular adverbs: already, also, always, here, never, not, now, often, quiet, seldom, soon, still, then, there, to, very well. Okay guys, now let's continue to the second subtopic, adverbial phrase. Definition. An adverbial phrase is a group of words that act together as an adverb, giving more information about a verb, adjective, or other adverb in a sentence. On the basis of the type of information they give, adverbial are further divided into many categories. The first one is adverbial phrase of place. The second one is adverbial phrase of time. The third one is adverbial phrase of manner. Next, adverbial phrase of reason, and the last one is adverbial phrase of frequency. Okay guys, so now let's explain one by one. The first one is adverbial phrase of place. Such phrases that tell us about the place of the action. The adverb of place mainly modify verb and tell us where something takes place. The commonly used single word adverbial of place are anywhere, somewhere, outside, etc. For the example, I called him outside the mall. Outside the mall is an adverbial of place. Outside is an adverb, tell is determiner, and mall is a noun. It tells us about the location of the action. Next, adverbial phrase of time. Some phrases that tell us about the time of the action. The commonly used adverbials of time are yesterday, later, last year, all day, for a week, sun morning, etc. For the example, I have known him since last 2 years. Sun last 2 years is an adverbial of time. It's telling us about the duration of action, and duration is an aspect of time. Next, adverbial phrase of manner. Such phrases that tell us about the manner or way the action takes place. Some commonly used adverbials of manner are well, loudly, roughly, easily, etc. For the example, the kids run more slowly than before. More slowly than before is an adverbial of manner. It's telling us about the manner in which the action of running took place. Next, adverbial phrase of reason. Some phrases tell us about the reason behind an action. Some commonly used one-word adverbials of reason are therefore, thus, as, because, that, etc. For the example, he couldn't join us as his daughter is sick. As his daughter is sick is an adverbial of reason. It's telling us about the reason behind an action. The last one is adverbial phrase of frequency. Such phrases that tell us about regularity or the frequency an action are called adverbials of frequency. The commonly used adverbials of frequency are often, seldom, never, annually, etc. For the example, Harry visited her regularly at the hospital. Regularly at the hospital is an adverbial of frequency. It's telling us about the number of times the action happened. So now, let's continue to the third subtopic or the last subtopic, adverbial clause. Definition. An adverbial clause is a definite clause that describes a verb or adjective. An adverbial clause can tell about an action in terms of time, place, manner, condition, or reason. Adverbial clauses begin with a subordinating conjunction such as after, before, as soon as if, because, etc. and include a subject and a verb. There are different kinds of adverbial clause. The first one is adverbial clause of time. The second one is adverbial clause of place. The third one is adverbial clause of manner. Next, adverbial clause of reason, adverbial clause of condition, adverbial clause of purpose, adverbial clause of result, and the last one is adverbial clause of comparison. Now, I will explain one by one. The first one is adverbial clause of time. An adverb of time states when something happens or how often. An adverb of time often starts with one of the following subordinating conjunction: after, as long as soon as, before, no sooner than, since, until, when, or while. For the example, when. I can see you when I finish my homework. Next, adverbial clause of place. An adverb of place states where something happens. An adverb of place often starts with a preposition. For the example, in, on, near, or one the following subordinating conjunction: anywhere, everywhere, where, or wherever. For the example, where. We live where the road crosses the river. Next, adverbial clause of manner. An adverb of manner states how something is done. An adverb of manner often starts with one of the following subordinating conjunction: as, like, or the way. For the example, the man was talking as if she was the leader of the group. Next, adverbial clause of reason. An adverb of reason offers a reason for the main idea. They are introduced by the subordinating conjunction because, as, since, and that. For the example, I sing because I like singing. Next, adverbial clause of condition. An adverb condition states the condition for the main idea to come into effect. They are introduced by the subordinating conjunction if, whether, provided, that, so long as, and unless. For the example, if I like it, I will buy it. Next, adverbial clause of purpose. The clause tells us the purpose of the action the verb states. They are introduced by the subordinating conjunction that, so that, in order that, unless. For the example, we eat that we might live. Next, adverbial clause of result. They are introduced by the subordinating conjunction that, so blah 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 that, so that, and such blah 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 that. For the example, the venue was so severe that thousands perished. Next, or the last one, is adverbial clause of comparison. An adverb of degree states to what degree something is done or offered comparison. It answers the question how much, how little, or how many. The conjunction used to introduce adverb clause of degree are as blah 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 as, so blah 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 as, the blah 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 the, and then. For the example, she is older than her husband. Okay guys, I think that's all about the material. So now, I have 10 questions for you and you can check the link on the comment sections. Good luck! Okay guys, I think that's all about the material. Good luck for the question. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye bye!